Hey y'all, it's Natalie Michelle with Pretty Big Faith. Thank you so much for joining me today on my special day because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah, it is. But to be honest with you, this year I wasn't excited. And shocking, I know. And this is from someone who, I'm still celebrating from last year. But this time, I just found it really hard. I was finding it hard to get excited because, not because I was getting older, but it was more so the goals that I had set and just things that I thought would be in place by now. I wasn't seeing those. And these are things that I've prayed for. These are things that I've worked hard for and worked towards. And I just still haven't been seeing them. So I was actually honestly discouraged. And I wasn't in the mood to celebrate or get glammed up and dolled up or anything like that. But for my friends and family who were like, no, Nelly, you were going to celebrate, you're going to do something. And I'm grateful that they kind of gave me that push because every year since I lost my first husband, my birthday wish has pretty much been the same, right? I close my eyes, I blow out my candles, and I'm like, can I return to normal? Can I have a normal life again, God? Can I have, the life partner that can run and do purpose with me and, create legacy together? Can I just have it be safe again and something to where that it makes sense to me? And every year, it's like the adventure continues, right? And God continues to just shake up my life and stir up things that I'm kind of like, okay, I'm good, don't do that. But each time I'm learning something so invaluable. I'm being pushed and propelled into a fuller version of myself that, quite honestly, I probably would have never met had my life not been shaken up in the first place during that storm. And so, but this year, like, I just found it particularly hard because from the move from Atlanta up here, so it'll be a year, almost like a year and a half now, I guess, that I've been up here in DC. And things weren't quite, they're still not quite how I want them, but the operative word is right? And the thing is, they're exactly how God wants them. And I had to remind myself not to compare myself to myself, whether that my former self or my future self, not to compare myself to others, whether they're friends or strangers online, and to just really just hone in on and be focused on staying in my lane and just putting that one foot in front of the other and walking in my purpose, even when it gets messy, even when it's uncomfortable or just downright strange. And so this year I was like, you know what? Instead of my typical birthday wish, and don't get me wrong, do I still want a family of my own? Sure. Do I still want a man? Hello? But I'm not going to use that as a marker anymore, right? For success or even for God's fulfilled purpose and promise in my life. Instead, I want my birthday wish this year to be, hey, God, you know what? I want to return back to your original intent for me. Before life happened, before the weight of the unknown and pressure and anxiety and doubt and fear crept in, I want to return back to that person that you first spoke to when you first told me who I was and why I'm here and what you created me for and why this day is even special. And that's my birthday wish for you too. I want you to take some time to think back. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? What is my purpose? And guess what? You may not have it all worked out in this beautiful, nice sentence and like an elevator speech and just be able to rattle it off. I can't. Mine is kind of long. But take that time to get to know yourself again. Take that time to ask him, to go back and reevaluate. Okay, what are my gifts? What are my talents? What am I doing? Why do I do what I do? And I guarantee you that just kind of starting that conversation with yourself, with your loved ones, with those who are in your close circle, and of course with the Lord, you're going to find it. And it's not necessarily what you think it is, I tell you that much. But I'm so excited and just so grateful for really what I call a second chance at life, because what I thought would have ended my life or just ended my version of happily ever after has really given me permission to be happy even after. And that is the most valuable gift that I could ever have. And so this year, yes, I'm going to celebrate. I got all dialed up. I'm going to go out with my girlfriends and just have a good time and be open to whatever it is that God's doing whenever he does it, right? Because I think it's so easy sometimes to get caught up in what hasn't happened yet. And the milestones and the timeline that and the clocks are ticking. Like, tell the clocks and the milestones and the timelines to just stop And I just call ceasefire to all of that because I just don't have the energy or the time to worry about that. I can only do what I can do with what I've been given, right? So things that are out of my control, I submit those to God, and I invite you to do the same. So if you want any help just kind of walking in your journey, rediscovering your purpose, reigniting your passion, hit me up. And I would love to do life with you, whether that's through coaching, whether it's coming out to an event and speaking, or some other creative custom collabo that you can think of. Let me know. Reach out, prettybigfaith.com. And thank you so much for the birthday wishes. And here's to another year of purpose, of passion, and of resilience. Thank you. Bye.